quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes!
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand. The playoffs keep marching on, and we are here Wednesday night getting this one kicked off as number 13 Michigan Wolverines out of the Big Ten face the number 4 Texas A&M Aggies out of the Big 12. Hello and welcome everybody inside the broadcast booth. I'm Jeff Melnition, joined by the one and only Ryan Moreland. Ryan, pleasure to be with you once again, but also we got a good matchup on our hands this evening.
Oh, hell of a matchup. I'm excited about this one. You got the really, really outstanding Michigan offense going up against a tough Aggie defense. You're going to get the unstoppable force hitting the unmovable object tonight, and it's going to be exciting to see who comes out on top in this one.
It's going to be Malcolm Streets and company getting the ball first. 3,140 yards on the season, 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and it's going to start on the ground with Greenfield, pick it up just 1 yard before he's tackled down.
Yeah, trying to find some room right there, but not going to find it.
Michigan comes out with the 4-down defensive lineman. You got a linebacker in the A gap as well. Tight end goes in motion pre-snap. Streets with the pump fake, throws on the run, and it's knocked away, incomplete on the outside.
Great job breaking up the pass right there. That's going to be the sophomore Tyshawn James out of Chicago. Your neck of the woods, Jeff.
Yeah. Right down the I-94. As that is a deep shot to the corner. Caught by the one and only, the big boy himself, Buck Stackhouse.
It's a generational talent right there, and such an incredible player, what he's able to do for Texas A&M. And they look to him a lot on third downs, and for good reason. He comes up with plays like this.
First grab goes for 23 yards on the far sideline for Stackhouse. Sure to be one of the X factors here of A&M is to move on after tonight. And a good cut by Greenfield as he's going up. He knows the Michigan Wolverines defense really good coming over from Penn State this season, the transfer portal.
Yeah, hell of a job cutting up field right there. That cut made all the difference right there by the junior.
Greenfield, the junior's got one more season after tonight. 2nd and 2. Throwing it to the near side, caught by Stackhouse, who takes a pop at the end of that play by Alexander Martell.
Second catch of the game for the senior out of Franklin, Tennessee. He gets another first down. 2 first downs in the game for him.
Alexander Martell with the tackle. So 1st and 10. Streets leading them down the field, and a nice adjustment to the catch by Stackhouse.
Well, this one won't be a first down. First time he's caught the ball here tonight and didn't move the chains.
No, but just a good job to be able to catch that ball that was thrown behind him by Streets. But Streets now empty set, all alone in the backfield. Pocket starts to collapse, but he gets it out. And to the 2-yard line goes Eli Riggins for 15. Appreciate James with the 14-bit cheer in chat. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We got Kade, Grin with the 3-bit cheer. We got Go Horns, Jonesy. Everybody showing out here this evening. 1st and goal now for the A&M Aggies. And they're going to go goal line. And this one off to Greenfield, but he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. Nowhere to go, and a good tackle made by Spike Hall.
Yeah, great job getting up there and making the tackle by Spike Hall, as you pointed out. That's the sophomore out of Tacoma, Washington, coming up with a good hit.
Making his 51st tackle on the season with that last tackle. They're going to go back to Greenfield, and he is in, follows the blockers. The Aggies take the early 6-0 lead, 7 pending the extra point.
Excellent field vision right here by Greenfield. He's shown a couple of times here tonight these skills of finding the hole and busting through it. We saw a great cut earlier for a big gain. Now just letting everything set up, staying patient, and then waiting for the hole to open, and then he attacks getting into the end zone.
But man, Ryan, what a drive. 9 plays, 66 yards for A&M on their opening drive by Malcolm Streets, the freshman quarterback.
Yeah, that was one hell of a drive right there. Slow, methodical. They got down the field. That was a statement drive. But I think this side of the ball is where we're going to see the game. You're going to see one of the best offenses in the entire CFSL against one of the best defenses in the entire league. And it's going to be, I think, whoever wins this matchup wins this game.
Rambo with a good tackle on the kick return. Michigan will start at their own 21, and a fumble on the play, and it's scooped up by A&M as Padgett returns it for the fumble 6.
Well, that's a big way to start there for the Aggies. Padgett right there, as you pointed out, getting the scoop and score off of the fumble, and it fell kind of right to him right there. Excellent hit on the play. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was Noah Radloff that came up with the hit to knock the ball loose.
And no review on the play. The ball did come out, even though we didn't get a real good look at the replay. All we saw was Padgett running to the football and scooping it up. But all of a sudden, Michigan finds themselves down 2 scores after just 2 minutes off the clock.
And if you're Padgett, you got to be like, wow. I mean, it kind of fell right into his lap. The ball sprung free. He was the only person around to scoop it up. It just doesn't get more wide open than that.
Kate says in chat, top 2 safety in the league, and he ain't 2. Speaking of Noah Radloff, who that is his first forced fumble on the season, and it comes in a big play in the playoffs of season 22 in the opening round. Michigan will try to put that last fumble behind them, and they're going to start it out getting it to Elder as he picks up 7 on the delay route.
Nice little pass and catch right there. The tight end's first catch of the ball game, one of the most prolific tight ends in the league, and a guy that's up for the All-American at tight end for good reason.
For good reason indeed. 2 receivers to the left. Carter's going to hand this one off as McElroy nowhere to go. He is stopped in the backfield by Calix.
Anthony Calix right there doing a good job getting in the backfield. The Greek Freak does it again. 3rd and 5 upcoming, and this is going to be a big 3rd down here for Michigan.
Kade was calling for it. Needs some Rockwell and some Calix, and Calix makes a play on cue. 3rd and 5. Pressure. Gets it out of the halfback screen with the blitz called, and it was a good call. Terrell Collins picks up 8 and a first down for Michigan, their first of the game.
And the screen working out well right there, trying to take advantage of some of the aggressiveness we're seeing from this defense.
See if that calms down Michigan's offense a little bit. Back to the ground game they go with Collins as he picks up a gain of 4.
He had no business picking up 4 right there. I'll tell you what, great job by generating some pressure and getting that penetration by the defensive line, but Collins doing a better job of just falling forward.
Trips to the near side, but Elder goes in motion, make it 2 by 2. Pistol look for Carter. He gets the snap, waist high, looking around to the far sideline, but didn't see anything he liked, so he throws it away.
And nice little job getting pressure right there. They're 1 for 1 on 3rd down. Went with the screen just a few plays ago. We'll see what they come up with here on a similar 3rd down.
No pressure outside of the 4-man rush, and they're still going to call the screen, and it still works to perfection. Colin McElroy picks up 16 to the near side and another first down on the screen.
Great block out front right there. That's really going to spring him free. You're going to get another great look at it right here. You're going to see it right there. The offensive lineman hits Padgett at the last second and just moves him off just enough that springs the running back free. So back-to-back 3rd downs converted by the screen.
Noah Radloff with the tackle, but not after McElroy picked up the first down. Handoff once again, and up the middle, tackled on the play by Rand Rockwell, but Collins picks up 9.
And we've seen a good bit of Collins and McElroy so far in this ball game, using both of them well.
Subsetting went up to 85% today, as that one's going to be a run up the middle by Collins. He picks up 2 before Padgett with the tackle.
Nice play right there to pick up the first down. 3 carries, 15 yards, off to a red-hot start. That is the senior and former Eastern Michigan product.
Trips to the top of the formation. They're going to give it back to McElroy, but he's going to be stopped on the ground. Good play made by Jonathan Brooks after the gain of 1.
And not doing much right there. Texas A&M coming up to stop that one before it had a chance to get going.
4-down defensive lineman for Texas A&M, but you got the outside linebacker looking like they're going to come off the edge and maybe up the middle. They do bring some pressure, They run against it, does Michigan, as Collins picks up 2.
Big third down coming up. And Kade pointing it out in chat, but it's definitely worth noting in this game, a student versus mentor meeting. Kade, the AD for Texas A&M, got his start under Ike at Michigan.
Play action to the near side, caught. Bobby Black picks up 13 and another first down for Michigan as this drive still continues on.
And a nice little pickup right there. 3 for 3 on first downs, all on this drive.
Trips to the near side, no one to the left. Carter, plenty of time in the pocket to survey the field. He does and finds Potts for 14. First and goal for the Wolverines from the 2.
And I'm interested to know, Kade or Ike, I know you guys are both here. If you can let me know, is this the first time we've seen this matchup, the student versus teacher matchup, since Kade took over A&M?
Yes, because Michigan and Texas A&M haven't met since season 3 when I joined the league. As McElroy gets into the end zone for a touchdown, and all of a sudden Michigan looking to take the momentum back as they, with the extra point, looking to make this a 7-point game.
And obviously that's in the game notes. I knew that and still just looked right over it. But a great drop here, great answer drive by Michigan. They did a good job of mixing in the pass and the run like they've done all season. Got both running backs going. Eventually, Collins going to be the one to punch it in right there. And wow, what a start to this ball game.
What a start indeed. As Carter, the senior quarterback, taking the Wolverines downfield, kind of slowing the pace a little. They went with a lot of run-heavy looks, but also when they needed a pass, Carter was able to get the job done, and now they're finding themselves down 7. But we'll see Streets and company here. Pump fake to the near side, can't get it off. He's going to be sacked and dropped in the backfield.
Hayes Adams right there, his first sack of the ball game. That is the senior, his 5th sack of the season, and coming up with a huge one right here to knock him back.
This is a 5th sack on the season for Adams, the senior 5-star from Syracuse, New York. Making a big-time play. 2 receivers to the right. They're going to motion the tight end out to make it a 2-by-2. Quick throw. Deep end. It's knocked away. Incomplete. One-on-one coverage on the far side.
4 of 6 to start the game. Now only his 2nd incompletion, but it's going to leave him at 3rd and 15. They're 1 for 1 on the big money down, but this one going to be a tough one to convert.
It will. 2 safeties back deep for Michigan as well. Streets, far, finds Stackhouse, who makes the catch 3 yards shy of the 50 as he picks up 26.
And this is a great pass right here by Streets. He's going to let his guy break off, which, first off, Stackhouse, great off of the press. Not a great idea to press him very often at all, but then just drops it in right before the help over the top can get there. Gorgeous pass to drop that in there. Great job by Stackhouse getting off the line.
Attacking Tyshawn James, the sophomore 4-star, who looks like he's making his start here this evening. 1st and 10 as Streets will sail that one out of bounds. Incomplete, live to fight another down.
5 of 8 now to start this ball game. 2nd and 10 upcoming. And Michigan has been dropping back. Not very many blitzes from them so far.
No, still none. Only rushing 4, but the pressure almost gets there, but finds Greenfield. Slipping out of some tackles, falls forward for 18 inside Michigan territory.
Great pickup by Greenfield, is having himself a red-hot start to this game, but I think that may be a little bit of a mistake. I think they should dial up pressure every now and again. Look, Streets has been spectacular. He's had a great year, but he is still a freshman quarterback. I think the recipe for a freshman quarterback is get that pressure in there, make them uncomfortable.
Oh, we had a freshman quarterback last night in Bear Michaels that was able to take FSU to the next round. 1st and 10, heave downfield, but it's incomplete. Overshot the intended receiver by a couple yards.
Yeah, way overthrew him right there. And yeah, that's a great point, Bear Michaels. The first freshman punching his ticket to the 2nd round this season.
Also, he ran for 100 yards last night, if you can believe that. 2nd and 10, almost intercepted by Xander Martell. He's going to want to have that one back, but it falls incomplete.
Well, if you're not going to get pressure, you got to be great in coverage. That's exactly what Martell has been all season long. Great job getting a handle on that football.
3rd and 10. Can Streets do it again? They're going to try the halfback screen to Greenfield. Doesn't have the blocking set up like Michigan does. and instead going to be tackled for a loss of 1 on the play. So good job by Michigan's defense, and now a long field goal opportunity coming up. Or if they're out of field goal range after that loss of 1, we'll see.
I think they're out, and I think this might be an opportunity to go for it. I know it's long, but they're not going to. They're going to keep the offense on the sideline right here as they come to punt this one away.
They're going to try to pin Michigan back deep. We haven't had a for the brand moment in a long time. We didn't have any last week. We might have one here, Ryan. We might.
I believe we do. That looked really good, at least on camera. Wow, very good.
Woo.
At the 5-yard line.
That's a special kicker right there if I've ever seen one. Punter. 2nd and 10. They're going to keep it on the ground. McElroy fighting for yards. He picks up 9.
At 4 rushes, 10 yards for him so far in the ball game. 2nd and 1 upcoming here after a great pickup on the ground.
It would be nice, though. Maybe an idea is put the kickers at punter and just, see how they are. As that's going to be a catch by Collins, picks up 14, and Michigan out of the depths of their own territory, now up shy of the 30.
And Wyndham Carter 6 of 7. Hey, my kicker's got a cannon. He just can't aim, so I'd be okay with that.
Hey, there you go. Talk about flipping field position. 70-yard punts upcoming as McElroy picks up 1 and bring up 2nd down.
And 5 carries for him, just 11 yards. So getting shut down more often than not. However, he is also the one that got the touchdown on the last drive.
Trips to the near side. Pistol once again for Carter. Hands this one off to McElroy, who now has a whole lot of space to run. Gets to midfield.
Keep pounding the rock. Eventually things will open up right there.
Ooh,
I was
nice
just talking about how he was struggling to get things going. Then he gets a big gain on that one.
Jason Quinn got cleaned out by the offensive lineman number 63 for Michigan on that replay. 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion. Elder will line up on the right side of the formation. Carter. And once again, all day to survey the field. Going to take a shot deep, 1-on-1, and it's knocked away deep downfield. And incomplete by Dylan Miles.
Yeah, great play by the freshman right there, getting that ball knocked out of the way. Miles with a great play.
2nd and 10. They're going to hand this one off to Collins. Gives McElroy some breathing time on the sidelines. Picks up 9, and they are working these running backs all day, and it seems to be working out.
Yeah, it absolutely has. No, Radloff now comes up with another tackle right there, but not before a good pickup. They are 3 for 3 on 3rd down. This is their first 3rd down attempt of this drive.
Radloff trying to get the folks hyped here in Aggie land. 3rd and 1 across the middle. And a conversion by Bobby Black after Noah Radloff with the hit.
Yeah, Radloff tried to rip his head off right there. Nasty hit, but great play by Bobby Black to hold on to it.
That's going to do it. End of the first quarter, entertaining. Texas A&M, number 4, they got an early 14-0 lead, but it's been Michigan ever since, and Michigan's driving. You're watching the CFSL playoffs presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch. Here we go. Start of the second quarter from College Station. I'm Jeff Melanition. The other voice blasting through your speakers is Ryan Moreland, 4-time broadcaster of the year, maybe 5-time up to now. I have no idea. I lost count after 2. Collins picks up 1.
Still just 4 at this point, but I do appreciate it. As the Aggies come up with a good stop there, trying to get off the field.
Trying to, but it's been hard as of late. Quick throw on the bubble screen, caught. Black bounces off some tackles, and he has the 1st down, still on his feet, and he's tackled inside the 20, the 19 to be exact, as he picks up 12.
Yeah, they had a quick job getting off the field on that very first drive where they forced the fumble, and then Kade Padgett punched it in on a fumble return for a touchdown. But ever since then, Michigan's had the ball. They have been driving.
Press coverage on the outside. Carter floating that one out of bounds, incomplete.
And just good pressure right there. They dialed it up, and Michigan didn't have an answer for it. Good coverage downfield.
And ever since that fumble, we haven't seen Michigan go to that option play either, or try to get Carter scrambling. So it's kept him in the pocket. And maybe they should try to get him to get outside the pocket as he finds C.J. Jones. His first grab of the game, big-time receiver, getting 17.
Yeah, great pass over the middle right here. You're going to see on the cut, he kind of leaves his man. A great route ran right there and getting a big gain, almost enough for a touchdown. Punishing hit right there to keep him out by Miles Shakur.
First and goal for Michigan. They're going to go I formation here. McElroy down in the I. He's going to get the carry. He is in. Give him the touchdown. Cue the fight song. Michigan an extra point away from tying this one up at 14.
Had 2 touchdowns now in the game for McElroy on the ground. A great start to the game for Michigan. I love what we're seeing out of them. Very balanced attack. It's so hard to deal with because you just don't know what's coming next.
It is, but now all of a sudden you thought Texas A&M might run away and hide with this one, up 14-0 early with only 2 minutes gone in the first quarter, and all of a sudden Michigan now on a run, 14 unanswered. So it's been a game of runs so far, and we'll see what happens. Can Texas A&M get their offense moving again as Sneed, she returns it 26 yards.
Yeah, not a bad return right there, and Texas A&M getting the ball back. They're forced to punt on that last drive. I think they got to get the running game going a little bit, but then trust Streets to make the big plays.
Here's Streets. He's going to set up and almost found J.J. Hutchinson with the interception, but instead going to be a deflection.
Man, the big defensive end dropping back into coverage right there, and good job to get a hand on that football. Aaron Ike with 7 bits in chat.
Appreciate Ike. Appreciate everybody on Twitch. Handoff. Greenfield finds 9. Going to make a manageable 3rd and 1 coming up.
Nice pickup there on a long 2nd down to make it a much more manageable 3rd down. They're 2 of 3 on the big money down so far in the game.
So 3rd and 1. They're going to try the triple option. They get it out to Greenfield, and that is a good call. He's got the first down, given 7 as Skyballer with some biddies in the chat. Let's see if we get a hype train going. Ryan, we were only able to get up to level 6 yesterday, and I know you and Ware got up to level 8 on Monday.
Yeah, we did. It got a good one going. Let's see if we can get a level 10. I would love to see a double-digit level.
Yeah, double digits. Give Ware something to think about. As that one's going to be thrown to the near side, caught by Xavier Wilson, his first grab. So the tight end making a game of 3.
Nice pickup right there, and they're starting to get some momentum back offensively after the stop last time.
Gotta like it. This is exactly what Michigan was able to do to get some of the momentum back on their side. Just methodically drive downfield. As Riggins picks up 10 and another fresh set of downs for A&M.
That nice pickup right there. Malcolm Streets now 9 of 15. Started off red hot, slowed down a little bit, but he's starting to find that rhythm again. Another good first down.
Yeah, let's see if maybe we can get a prediction in for both halves this time, instead of one last night. As that was going to be thrown out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, I love an opportunity to bet the tie tonight.
We had that last night.
Tonight would be a good night for one.
No, Frosty, we want one in the first half, one in the second half, so you can double dip. As that one's going to be incomplete. Yeah, Frosty, you missed your opportunity, bud.
Third, 3 of 4 on on 3rd down right here. 3rd and 10 upcoming. Aggies trying to convert.
Empty set here for Streets. 3rd and 10, looking to convert. Oh, he threaded the needle, but the receiver did not help him as it falls incomplete.
No, not going to help him at all right here. And in no man's land, they're not going to risk it. They are going to punt this football away.
I do think at some point it would be beneficial to maybe go for it. They're going to try to punt it once again, and we have another for the brand.
This one might be better than the last. Last one was at 5. I think this one might be inside the 5. At least the angle. I know it's hard to see from our angle up here in the booth, but that angle, it looked really, really good.
We shall see. Do we have it better than the first one? Oh, they're just letting it.
Oh yeah, they're teasing.
They're teasing it now. Yeah.
Okay, not better, but still for the brand. That's a really good kick.
Yeah, still for the brand. So we're 2 for 2 for A&M, giving us for the brand moments. And I know that's something that Kade doesn't really want to see, but hey, you're making Michigan earn it. And they are going across the middle, finding C.J. Jones for 13 and a first down.
I was going to mention that last time they did earn it. That's the issue, is they got him down at the 5, 95 yards later, they got a touchdown.
McElroy ties his career high for game records for rushing touchdowns. He's done it 3 separate times this season. First and 10. That's thrown, caught out of bounds. Ace Elder, the 15-yard reception for the tight end.
And the good pass right here, although he is wide open. Good job off the cut right there, and a big play for the Wolverines.
X Factor is just doing a little bit more for Michigan right now. But we know what kind of playmakers Texas A&M has, and you give any of these DBs an opportunity, they can make you pay. First and 10. Throwing it underneath, caught by Black, but he's going to be wrestled down after the gain of 2.
Taking an 8 up coming right there, trying to find Bobby Black in open space, let him get to work, but Texas A&M doing a good job of reining him in right there.
Yeah, good job by Keontre Bryant and company with the tackle. 2nd and 8 coming up. Motion the tight end out. Make it 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the left. Pressure off the edge. Oh, Carter's going to escape the pocket. Pick up the block. No, he slides down, and he picks up the first down, but he slides down in A&M territory.
If he would have cut outside right there, he would have had more out of it after that block, but still a big pickup and a first down. They not only move the chains here, Jeff, they're going to cross the 50.
Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Going to give it back to McElroy with a nice cut as he moves north and picks up 6.
8 carries, 40 yards for him so far, as both of their touchdowns as well. What a game he has had.
Yeah, what a game. 40 yards, and you're being used. Now play action. Carter rolls out. He's got plenty of time to the far side. Caught by BB as he picks up 9.
Bobby Black with his 5th catch of the ball game. Plenty of time in the pocket right there as Wyndham Carter just sat back there, read a book, had a cup of coffee. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, he was even able to fill out the taxes as well. And up the middle, oh, McElroy not getting helped as he only picks up 2 yards there.
Man, Noah Radloff. I tell you what, this kid is a headhunter. I know he's just a freshman, but the pride of Arlington, Texas. Keep an eye out for him, not only in this playoffs, but for the rest of his career.
Yeah, he's got bad intentions when he makes a tackle. Rolling out once again, Carter gets rid of it, and it's caught on the outside by Bobby Black.
6 catches, 61 yards for him so far in the ball game. Wyndham Carter, 14 of 17 so far in the ball game, and once again they pinned them deep with a great punt, but they're back in the red zone with it.
Yeah. It was like a 92-yard drive, I believe. And they're going to give it to Collins. He picks up 6 yards. And here we got a prediction.
We do have a prediction to get those Shanna points out and ready to wager. Who is going to win this ball game, Michigan or Texas A&M? You have 5 minutes to wager.
Get yourself a nice hoodie. That was thrown across the middle, caught by C.J. Jones for 7. Now it seems like we are in McElroy territory.
And Michigan picking up some momentum right now. I just got my 2nd hoodie the other day. Pretty excited about that.
I formation, McElroy in the backfield. They're going to give him the carry, but he stood up. He's going to fall forward for the gain of 1, but Texas A&M knew what was coming, and they got the stop.
Yeah, great play right there. Build that wall. Do not let him in. You know they're going to want to run the football right here. Get aggressive and try to stop it.
Trips to the top of the formation, and you got Collins in the backfield. They're going to give it to Collins. Oh, he is stopped as he fell forward. 3rd and goal coming up.
I thought he had it right there, and we're not quite yet. Just the 2, but I am considering a 3rd here soon.
Collins remains in the backfield. Single back formation, slant route works to perfection. C.J. Jones finally can say, I scored a touchdown outside of McElroy in this game. Cue the fight song. Michigan looking to go up 7 points.
Now 11 touchdowns now through the air for C.J. Jones, 27 for Wyndham Carter as they punch this one in to take the lead for the first time in this ball game.
Harry Ike with the 7-bit cheer, Nick with the 5-bit cheer. Appreciate everybody with the biddies being dropped in the chat. Now Texas A&M find themselves down for the first time in this game with 3:02 to go as Snead returns at 25 yards.
And 21-14 your score. 3:02 left before halftime, so plenty of time for Texas A&M.
And still plenty of time to get your prediction in on who you think is going to win this game to get channel points for the hoodie. As that one is thrown to the outside, caught. Wilson picks up 8.
Xavier Wilson, second catch of the ball game for him, 11 yards total. And he got most of it right there on an 8-yard pickup.
Good opening start to the drive so far for A&M. 2nd and 2, Streets connects, finds Stackhouse, picks up 7 yards and a first down.
And we have 2:46 left in the prediction, and there it is really close right now, 51 to 49%.
Yeah, now it's flipped. 1st and 10, they're going to hand this one off to Greenfield. Oh, I don't know how he got out of the backfield, but he did, and find positive yards for 2.
Yeah, just barely got out of the backfield right there. Able to get a little bit out of it, but Michigan slowing him down before he could turn it into a big gain. For a second, it looked like there could be a hole right there that he could have blasted through.
Trips to the near side. One receiver to the left. Streets. Look in. Finds his intended target, Eli Riggins, for 9 and a first down.
At 1st and 10. Riggins with a nice catch right there. They're moving down the field now right at midfield.
2 minutes left to go to get your prediction locked in. You don't want to miss the opportunity for channel points. Pump fake. Streets will throw that one away.
No, especially the odds where they are at right now. You can double up pretty much no matter who you're betting on.
Nothing like hedging your bets. Trips to the left side for Streets. Looking across the middle, finds Stackhouse. Battling for the extra yardage. He has enough for the first down.
And Aaron Knight calling for the ball. He wants the ball. Not going to get it quite yet, though. Malcolm Street's going to find his guy over the middle right there. Big gain once again here and another first down.
But this is the area of the field where they normally get stopped by Michigan, but it's not going to happen here. Lehman gets out of bounds. First time out taken by A&M in this first half.
And first catch by Lehman in the ball game. Great play by the junior.
Yeah, the old Tony 10. Hate to see it. If you're Tony, love to see it if you're everybody else. 2nd and 10, throwing it, and it's caught by Wilson. Takes a shot at the end of that play, but it's going to be enough. It's Spike Hall with the hit.
Great hit on the outside right there by Spike Hall, but yet another first down as Streets getting some momentum, finding a rhythm underneath.
Tight formation from shotgun. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. 4 down defensive linemen. Thrown, caught underneath. Greenfield picks up 5. Second timeout taken in this first half.
You have 25 seconds and counting left to make your prediction. Final chance to get those wagers in.
Get them in. Up the middle, and a fumble on the play, and it's scooped up by Michigan.
Wow, really hard to see exactly what happened right there. It was just a mass of bodies in the middle, but it looks like Ike is going to be the one that jumps up with the football in his hands. Although,
that looked close.
I don't know that. I think he might be down right here.
And we'll take a couple of looks at it.
Or sorry, she
yeah.
might be down. Didn't realize that was Sneed right there.
Yeah, that's Sneed.
Yeah, that elbow was down.
Yep. So it's reversed. And now brings up a 3rd and 1. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. You got Xavier Wilson on the left side of the formation. Looking around, needs to get rid of it. Gets out of a tackle. Still upright, throws it into the ground, incomplete.
I'd love to see them take off right there. But we do have your prediction results. Still pretty close. But Michigan coming out the favorite right now. 59% wagered on Michigan. 41% went to Texas A&M.
And so the field goal is through the uprights and good. So Texas A&M gets some points. And now it's a 4-point game courtesy of Orion Ironside. It's 21-17 with 50 seconds remaining in this first half. But Michigan has all 3 timeouts remaining. And they're going to return this 2 yards deep in the end zone and has some room. And gets past the 35, shy of the 40 by Alexander Martell with a return of 40 yards.
Hell of a return right there, and I think that dictates the action here for the offense. I think maybe you think about setting back. They do get the ball to start the second half, but after a return like that, there's no setting back. You're going after it. You're going to try to double up right here.
Yeah, Michigan will get the ball to start the second half, but Carter wants it all. He's got his man, Richard Powers, downfield for 34.
Great throw right there. Good catch by the freshman out of California.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Carter in the pistol. Gets the snap, throws it underneath. Broken tackle. Elder breaks out of that one, fighting for the first down. He's got it. Second timeout taken by Michigan.
11-yard gain right there. Another first down. 1 timeout remaining for the Wolverines.
Kate, if you don't know it by now, corners will always get torched. Thrown underneath. That's caught by Bobby Black. Picks up 8.
And nice pickup over the middle right there, but they got to get back on the ball quickly.
You're going to hurry this one up. Carter will throw that one away, out of bounds, incomplete.
Not a bad move right there. 3rd and 2 upcoming. You have to imagine they have to pick this up, or they will be kicking the field goal. However, they have yet to fail on 3rd down. 5 of 5.
18 seconds left. Now make it 16. Throwing that one, and it's caught by Downey with the toe drag swag for 7.
And the running play still very much on the table right here with 1 timeout remaining.
It is, and you got McElroy in the backfield. Can he get in for his 3rd rushing touchdown? No, it's not going to happen here. He picks up 1.
Saving the timeout for right now, trying to hurry to get on the line.
Got to wait for the receivers. 2 seconds. This is going to be it. This is the last play, but it's caught by McGuire in the end zone. Michigan, the prayer answered.
I tell you what, riverboat gambler Aaron Ike out here. That was bold to go for it right there, and to not use that last timeout, to put it all on the line on the last play, not have a chance for a field goal, and they find an underneath pass right there. The big gamble pays off for Michigan.
It does, and that is the end of the very entertaining first half of play to kick off our Wednesday night, as Michigan on top 28-17 over Texas A&M. Ryan, that was entertaining. We had Texas A&M get the 14-0 lead. Michigan ties it up and essentially got 21 unanswered points. Then we saw Texas A&M get the field goal, and then on the last play of the first half, Michigan able to extend the lead to 28.
Yeah, it was starting to feel like Texas A&M they got good control early. They had a great drive down the field to get that touchdown. And then immediately, first play of the game for the Michigan offense was a fumble, scooped up and scored by Marcus Padgett. But since then, Michigan has been the better team. They've outscored them since that moment, 28-3 in this ball game. Texas A&M has some adjustments to make, as you can see right there. Michigan having the first half stats, the edge in yards, in passing yards and rushing yards.
But you know, Ryan, what is undefeated?
What's that?
That's Hangout. And you can do it by joining us for Hangout 25 from July 11th to the 13th in New Braunfels, Texas. Did you know that this is your chance to connect with fellow CFSL members, enjoy great company, and make unforgettable memories? Well, if you didn't, you could head on over to the announcement channel, fill out the form, let us know if you're coming and how many are going to be joining you, and we hope to see all of you there this year. Let's make this the best Hangout yet.
And a very exciting hangout coming up this summer. Weather's starting to get nice here lately.
Yeah.
In my neck of the woods, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we had some snow today, but it did start out with rain, and we were in the 50s. But, you know, that's life in Chicago. Collins picks up 23 on the ground as Michigan gets inside Texas A&M territory.
I feel like you guys have snow in, July. That's just what it's like,
Hey, now,
like to
all
live in
right.
Chicago.
Fake news. April, I could say yes. Maybe early May. We might, sometimes it's weird like that. Carter's going to keep it. Gets past the 45 as he picks up 4 on the ground.
Nice little pickup right there on first down. When I lived out in Colorado, May 5th, it didn't last long, but it snowed for a while that morning, and it blew my mind.
Yeah, it doesn't last long in May. Like maybe a couple hours, and then the weather gets nice the next day. Collins, well, he's doing it nice here this evening. He picks up 4.
And nice little pickup. 10 carries, 61 yards, averaging 6.1 yards per carry. More impressively than even that, Michigan is perfect. 6 of 6 on third down.
Looking to make it 7-7, but this is not going to help. This will be a false start, so knock them back 5 yards.
Skyballer, I lived in Colorado Springs when I was in the Army. I was stationed at Fort Carson. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Probably my favorite place I've ever lived.
Gonna make it a little bit harder here on 3rd down. Make it 3rd and 8. Carter with the pressure coming, but he's going to find the seam. Oh, diving attempt by Black. Falls incomplete, and the first stop for A&M.
Oh, man. Yeah, diving attempt, not easy. Not easy to bring those in. I thought he had it at first. But, yeah, first punt of the game here for the Wolverines. And Texas A&M happy. Not for the brand, but Texas A&M happy to see that. Good job on defense.
They are. But I think we're happy to see the Texas punter because he at least gives us for the brand.
Yeah, he has been on fire here tonight.
Appreciate VTM Ordendorf 25 for the subscribing for tier 1. Appreciate that. A new subscription as well. So 1st and 10 coming up. Streets.
Yeah, Stackhouse right there on that last catch. Now over 100 yards already in this ball game. Wow.
2 receivers to the right, going to give a draw play to Greenfield, and he's got room, and he picks up close to the first down marker, taking Clayton Cobb on a ride.
8 carries for 39 yards so far for him in the ball game. And now 2nd and inches upcoming.
Tight formation here from the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to each side. Thrown underneath, broken tackle. Oh, taking a shot is Lehman on that play, but he picks up the first down.
Great catch over the middle right there. His 2nd of the ball game, and he'll pick up the first down as they near midfield.
Yeah, he might have entered the blue tent after that play. 2 receivers to the right. Pump fake for Streets. Surveys, takes a shot deep, double coverage, and it's knocked away by Downey.
Trying to find Riggins. I don't blame him for trying to find Riggins. He's been their big play guy. When they want to stretch the field, that's the guy that they look for, but double coverage right there. There was no way for him to fit that football in.
I say if you're going to throw it up deep, just throw it to Stackhouse. 2nd and 10, floating it, caught over the shoulder. Riggins picks up 20 yards and a first down inside Michigan territory.
Beautiful touch on that pass. As much as I like Stackhouse, he's an incredible player, though. The big fella, not the quickest, not the most fleet of foot. At 6'8", 225 pounds, he's not burning down the field like Riggins can.
No, he's not, but hey, if Bear Michaels can run for 100 yards in a game, then Stackhouse at 6'8", he can do it too. As that was thrown across the middle, caught by Lehman, picks up 13 as they get closer to the red zone.
Oh, that's definitely true. Stackhouse about 6 inches taller than Bear and about 70 pounds heavier, or lighter, I mean. That's a big boy.
I was going to say, that's a big boy if he's about 6 pounds lighter, heavier. Greenfield, no gain on the play.
And Wildcat right there. Not going to work out for him, though. But you like seeing that every now and again, teams throwing that in. I feel like this year I've seen a lot more of the Wildcat than I have in seasons past.
They're going to go right back to it. And they got some blockers for Greenfield this time. He picks up 4, bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, good pickup right there. Going to make 3rd down much more manageable. However, not a gimme. They are 3 of 6 on the big money down. 3 of 6 here. And you're seeing that report of the red zone numbers. Not great for Texas A&M.
Wilson goes in motion, make it 2-2 for Streets, who's in the backfield with Snead. Rolling around, throws underneath, caught it, a nice cut, touchdown. Anthony Weston, cue the fight song for the A&M as they will look to make this back to the 4-point game.
Freshman gets only his 2nd receiving touchdown of his career. Congrats to him. Came off a huge week last week and where he had 154 yards on 6 catches. Comes up with a big play right here over the middle. So weaving his way through some traffic to punch his way in and cap off this drive, getting back to a 1-score ball game.
That it is, with the extra point through the uprights and good, back to a 4-point game. So 28-24 is the score, and this is good if you're Texas A&M, Ryan, because you were able to get a stop on Michigan's opening drive, the first stop on 3rd down. You were able to get them to punt as a result, and then you take it down the field and put up points. Now you can see if your defense can do it again.
200 bits thrown out there by Orndorff. We appreciate that. Sure, he's excited for his team, who will play their playoff game tomorrow night.
Virginia Tech, I believe. As that one's going to be a run up the middle by McElroy. Picks up 2.
You are correct. They play Texas tomorrow night in what should be a really good game. Tonight, though, we have this game. We also have Clemson, Alabama coming up, and a matchup I'm excited for.
Yeah. A lot of people riding with Alabama, as rightfully so, being the number one. Oh, almost a one-handed grab, but it falls incomplete. Third down coming up once again for A&M's defense.
And they got their first stop on third down on the last drive. Another chance right here, 3rd and 8 to get off the field.
4-down defensive lineman trips to the near side. Play action. Carter floats it. Caught. Elder with room to run, and he's tackled down as he picks up the first down.
I tell you what, Wyndham Carter started off with those Baylor years. He was good. I kept, every time I watched him, I was like, this guy's better than what you think he is. He's better than what you think he is. The stats aren't there because the team's not there, but this guy's great. He got to Michigan, and immediately the evidence started showing itself. This year now, I don't know that there's a quarterback in the league that's better than Wyndham Carter.
I'm sure the QBR would have something to say about that. McGuire picks up 13.
He was number 1 a few times this season in the QBR. He has just been spectacular this year. And I know that they're doing a good job. Their offense is great. They're mixing stuff in, but I'm telling you, I really love what I've seen out of him.
Yeah, running backs help the quarterback and the offense tremendously, but not here. McElroy stopped courtesy of Jonathan Brooks in the backfield.
And the big hog mollies up front going to shut that one down. You're going to see it right there. Initially hit by Jonathan Brooks and then wrapped up and brought down. I believe that was Rockwell that gets in there.
Well, apparently they gave it to Jonathan Brooks, so get EA taking tackles away from players. You hate to see it. Oh, what a nice block by Collins. Give some time for Carter to find the tight end McGuire, but it's going to be a gain of 2.
Blind up says Bear disagree. Hey, Bear's going to be in that conversation soon, but I don't think you look at his stats and Wyndham Carter's stats and you can compare the two right now.
2-by-2, floating it. Carter has a man. No, incomplete pass. 4th down coming up with a field goal opportunity. First one of the game for Michigan.
At 4th and 11. This is not going to be a gimme kick here for Bjorn Blewett. Had a good season this year, 16 of 19 on field goals.
Snap is down. He doesn't blow it here. It's through the uprights and good. So 7-point game, 31-24 with 3:57 to go. Appreciate Orndorff with the 276-bit cheer.
Very specific.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's anything behind that. But a great drive right there by Michigan. Good stop, though, by Texas A&M to keep them just short right there. Keep it a 1-score ball game. Don't let them get into the end zone. Aaron Ike throwing out the 3 bits.
But with with how good this game has been and what everybody's saying in chat with how good this game is, this is the playoff game we all come to expect. We haven't had a hype train yet. 1st and 10, handoff to Greenfield, picks up 6.
Man, that is surprising, given what some of the people have been throwing out in chat. Although, I tell you what, Orndorff trying to get a one-man hype train going.
Oh, he's done that already with the 476 bits that he's dropped in chat so far. There's Moreland, Johnny on the spot. But more importantly, Greenfield is going to be stopped for a loss of 4 on that play by Quez Richardson.
And getting his 2nd tackle for loss in the ball game. 7 tackles total. Way to fight with him right there. Just not letting him get to the outside. 3rd down coming up there. 4 of 7 on the big money down.
Streets needing 7 to pick this one up. Oh boy, could have been picked off by Frankie Ragland. But instead falls to the turf, incomplete. But maybe we'll get a for the brand moment. Maybe an 80-yard punt right here.
He would have to get a whole hell of a lot of leg behind this one. Hype train is closed right now. Shout out to Sky Waller and Nate Snare throwing out biddies in chat. And now we got Gunny joining the mix. Let's get this hype train out of the station.
Gunny. It's been a while since I've seen Gunny in chat. Moreland with 100 bits. Oh, choo-choo. It's out of the station now. We're rolling.
Let's keep it going right here.
Yeah, let's do that. Because we know the hype train is going to be hype in the next game. So you want to be better than the team before you. Bobby Black picks up 20, and that's going to be a first down inside A&M territory.
8 catches now for 89 yards. Great route on the outside right there. Gets underneath. Those routes on the outside will stretch the defense out. They were going in zone. That's going to open up things in that intermediate route right there for Bobby Black, and he's going to make an easy catch at the sideline.
Guy Baller with the biddies. Everybody's throwing them biddies out now like it's Mardi Gras. Trips to the top of the formation, going to move Elder in motion, so make it 2-by-2. Pistol once again for Carter. Across the middle. It is caught. First down. Bobby Black picks up 12.
And my guy 4CD throwing out 25 bits. Orndorff with 1,000 bit cheer. Big props to him. Gunny throwing out a bunch of bits as well. Hype train goes into level 2. We love seeing this.
1,000 bits. So that's 1476 for the bits for Orndorff as McElroy picks up 9.
Skyballer with another 11. Actually, that might be more than 11, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not counting them, so I don't know.
Well, luckily for you, you have some time to count those out if you so choose. Going to give it to McElroy once again. He's got the first down. Give him 4 on the ground.
Orndorff throwing out more than 100 right there, 119 to be specific. Getting weird with the numbers. I like that.
Hey, keep us on our toes. There's Majesty. 7-bit cheer. Going to give this to Collins. Nice cut. Picks up 9 on the ground.
It was 11, getting confirmation right there. And Skyballer is a safe bet, but I keep waiting for Skyballer to throw in like a 12 and catch me off guard.
He will eventually.
He's going to get me.
Maybe next week. You never know.
You never know. 25 more from Orndorff, who's just been throwing out all the biddies.
Well, apparently Mike's biddies have dwindled, I guess. Whatever that means. As Collins picks up 1, 30 inches coming up. He picked up the Tony one.
Here, as you get older, your biddies can go to hell. Maybe that's happening for Mike. Nate Snare with 100 bits.
There's probably a GNC product out there to help your biddies. That one's going to be thrown, caught, and it's going to be Holt, the walk-on, making a grab of 4.
Orndorff yet again throwing out some bits as well as Michigan gets near the end zone right here, looking to take back a 2-point lead. Mike throwing out a bunch of bits in chat as well, 25.
Count those, just make sure they're right. As that's going to be McElroy, but he's going to be stopped in the backfield, and a good tackle by Bryant.
And Deontre Bryant getting in the backfield, the outside linebacker out of Houston, Texas, getting the hit. That's big right there because that kind of puts them back. You know, do you want to run it twice in a row? Do you go immediately to the pass? This makes some questions here for the offense.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play action. They've gone to this play a lot with rolling Carter out. And to the end zone, touchdown, C.J. Jones. He's got 2 touchdowns. Cue the fight song for Michigan as they extend the lead.
And he's been a touchdown machine this year. That's going to give him 12 on the season. I believe he was in All-American voting as well for All-American wide receiver, and definitely deserves to be. What a season he has had as we get more biddies out here. I want to shout out Aaron Ike, who just threw some out, Skyballer as well.
And with those 2 touchdowns here this evening, C.J. Jones is going to be tied for 5th all-time for Michigan for the single season receiving touchdowns in their record book for the school history.
A big shout out. That is impressive. Michigan's been around for a long time.
Season 1, as Felicia Sneed returns it for 34 yards. Season 2, Allen took over Michigan, or brought Michigan in, I should say. Gunny, appreciate the bits. 55. Woo, we are rolling now. 132 to go in the level 2 hype train. And that is caught by Weston. Holds onto it through the contact.
Yeah, he was absolutely lit up right there on the back end of that play. Hell of a job holding on to that football and not letting go.
Majesty gifting subs to the community. 5.
Yeah,
after the big time
going to the next level there. So a big shout out. Orndorff as well, throwing out 276 bits right before Mike. I love the weird numbers. Keep going with them. I love that.
Keep them coming. 1st and 10. Throw Ryan off his game. As A&M looks to throw Michigan off their game, Riggins picks up 12.
Although our producer here tonight, Frosty's been the one counting for us on a lot of these. So he's probably like, all right, shut up, Ryan.
Hey, and now Orndorff with 234. Props giving a shout out to Sweetness there. As Greenfield, no gain on the play.
Yeah, nice play right there, getting in the backfield by Martell, who's kind of been everywhere, and he's normally is everywhere on the defense.
2nd and 10 coming up after the no gain. That's going to do it for the end of the 4th quarter. Throw your 4s up in chat. Throw 4 biddies in the chat. Or maybe 4 gifted subs to the chat. Why not? 38-24 is the score here from College Station, but the 4th quarter is coming up with Texas A&M with the ball. You're watching CFSL Playoffs, presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch. Or 4 baseball Ewoks. That's good too, Frosty. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left, pressure up the middle, fumble on this football, it is scooped up. Michigan, we might have a big boy touchdown. As he goes to the 30, he is rumbling, stumbling, and he is in for the touchdown.
Wow, all the way back. A huge play right here. I believe a walk-on big boy touchdown.
Woo!
Wow, that was unbelievable.
It is. That is a walk-on, ladies and gentlemen. And that is 45-24. And all of a sudden, the wheels on that bus have come off for A&M.
Yeah, Aaron Ike is offering that boy on the sideline right now. He's getting him on scholarship before we get out of this game.
Tackled down. Sneed with a return of 37.
And I see, 4CD with 200 bits in chat as well. I see Ware is saying lots of time. Plenty of time left. No time to panic. But Texas A&M's got to start playing a touch better.
Thrown across the middle. That's going to be caught. First down. Reception made by Aiden Taylor.
Aaron Ike throwing out the 7 bits in chat as well. Excited to see the thick 6 going his way on that last play.
1 receiver to the left, pressure up the middle. 1st and 10. As that was weird, I heard my voice in my headset. Aiden Taylor picks up 16, and I got scared for a minute.
I got scared as well right there. 1st and 10 coming up, though. Nice pickup on the outside. Great route running. Going to leave him wide open for an easy pitch and catch there for Malcolm Streets.
Yeah, good job.
By the way, Mike throwing out a bunch of bits in chat.
A bunch. We're not even, because Frosty's doing so much, he can't count for us. Unbelievable.
I got to get my socks off of him. We got to count that high.
Hold on. It is now after dark. If Moreland's taking his socks off, Greenfield picks up 11.
4 catches for him in the ball game. 33 total yards for him through the air. And Gene pointing out that Mike's biddies are growing.
I told you, all you got to do is go to GNC. I'm sure they have something for it. That was thrown across the middle, caught by Radloff. Picks up 12 as he comes in from defense.
And I tell you what, he's not doing enough on defense, so they got to get him on offense. So obviously, I'm just joking. The guy's been everywhere. You love seeing him getting involved on the offensive side as well.
Trips, they're going to try the bubble screen. It's caught by Lehman, but he only gets 2 yards on the play.
And not finding much room on the outside right there. Not going to happen for them. 2nd
Gunny,
and
salute
goal
to
coming
you.
up.
Always a good time to see Gunny in the chat. 2nd and goal thrown underneath. Briggins with the gain of 2. 3rd and goal coming up. Majesty with the 500 bits.
And Mike right there hitting the 500 bits in chat. So biddies have grown quite a bit right there as we get to the next level.
Yeah, you would have hit it if you did 101, but you missed it. Appreciate James with the 100-bit cheer with the robot emoji with the thumbs up.
Now level 4 now, and that's crazy. That was the one away right there.
2 receivers to the top of the formation, 4th and goal. Streets needs to get rid of it. Breaks off a tackle, throws on the run. Caught by Riggins in the end zone for a touchdown.
I tell you what, this play is spectacular, and I think we need to clip this one for many reasons right here. First, Malcolm Streets dancing in the backfield, not letting anybody bring him down, creating extra time, throws off balance into a tight window then after Riggins gets open. Unbelievable play by the freshman quarterback.
Hey, what a play by Riggins to hold onto that football as well through that contact. Not an easy thing to do, and more importantly, Malcolm Streets needs to change his number to number 2 because he was looking like Manziel on that play.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he absolutely was. That was a lot of creativity shown back there, and then a hell of a tackle by Rambo on the getting a maybe not for the brand kick, but a for the brand tackle there on special teams.
Hey, I always say if you stop a team before the 20, you're living pretty good. But now for A&M, they got to come up with a stop. Momentum on Michigan's sideline, but they were able to take that 6-6 that Michigan had and was able to put it behind them and march downfield. And now with 6:45 to go, you only know if you're Texas A&M, you might have maybe 1 or 2 more opportunities with the football. Got to make the most of it. And appreciate Orndorff gifting a sub to Rambo in the chat. McElroy tackled for a loss of 1.
That was a good start there for the Aggies. And yeah, it was kind of nice for Rambo to make the big play on special teams right there and then immediately get the gifted sub. I'm sure he appreciates that. And a big thanks to Orndorff, who's done a lot here for the hype train tonight. He's been the conductor of the hype train, really.
He has. Calix with a good tackle, shoestring on McElroy. Stays in the backfield, does McElroy, but he's going to be hit and popped by Quinn as he picks up 1 yard.
Bang! Jason Quinn getting it up there to hit him hard, knock him back. 7 tackles in the game for the outstanding middle linebacker and junior out of Oregon.
Level 4, 2:20 left to go, 47% of the way through the level 4 hype train. As Collins is going to be stood up, 4th down, so they will get off the field and a punt coming up for Michigan.
Well, they needed a stop right there, is where it's telling you in chat. That's exactly what they needed, and they're going to get it. Although there was a second where I thought Collins was going to break off of that one. And the hype train continues. Gunny gifting 5 subs, and we're up into level 5.
Oh, Orndorff with the 95-bit cheer as well as Padgett with a return of 8 on the play. But now, I think only a minute and a couple seconds came off of that clock there for Michigan. So good opportunity for Texas A&M here with 5:37 to go in this 4th quarter. And you know you don't have next week if Streets will throw that out of bounds incomplete.
Absolutely. Plenty of time, though. I still think you can run your offense how you want to. You just got to come up with some a good stop in between your 2 drives. Either that or you're going to have to rely on the onside.
Draw play to Greenfield, picks up positive yards here, picks up 4.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 upcoming, although I feel like we're definitely entering 4-down territory here soon.
Quagmire Grinders, Gory Risen, Blind Ump, Aaron Ike, Orndorff. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Running it with Greenfield. Had a stiff arm, picks up 2.
Mike asking the last time we've seen an onside. I've only seen...
Last night.
Oh, see, I didn't watch last night. Who got the onside last night?
Oh, crap. It was in our first game. No, it was... Was it Michigan State? I thought it was in the first game. That one's going to be thrown to the near side. Turnover on downs. Yeah, Oklahoma recovered it. That's it.
Ah, wow. That's awesome. Good on Oklahoma then.
I knew it wasn't...
Game, but...
Yeah, it wasn't the first game. It wasn't the second game. It was the first game. So it was Oklahoma that recovered it against Florida State as McElroy. But it was kind of weird. They went right up the middle, and then Florida State decided to play soccer with it.
There you go. You know, sometimes you try to grab it with your hands or your feet instead of your hands.
Yeah, you know. 2nd and 9 coming up for Michigan as they look to take some time off the clock. Handoff up the middle. McElroy's got the 1st down. Give him 11.
And you can't let them get going now. I know they've had a lot of success running the football here tonight, but you got to shut it down here soon. If you're Texas A&M, you do not want them to get into field goal range.
Pick 6 would be nice, or maybe another scoop and score, but McElroy holds on to the football. He picks up 2. We're 46% of the way through level 5 with 2:28 to go.
Yeah, scoop and score. You feel like you have all the time in the world left in this ball game.
2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Play action. Carter will be hit by Rockwell and drop for the sack.
Huge play right there by Rand Rockwell. Way to get in the backfield, and this is the guy you expect to make the big plays on this defensive line. No disrespect to the other defensive linemen on this team who are all very talented, but number 7 on the sacks on the season right there for Rand Rockwell. A big play. And man, that was huge.
It was. Loss of 7 on the play. 3rd and 18 coming up for Michigan. Carter floats it, caught and out of bounds. Potts gets 9.
I don't hate that play call right there. You got a good gain, maybe a chance for a for the brand kick, which would be devastating right now for Texas A&M.
It would, but we haven't seen it, and it's not going to happen here. Hits in the middle and goes into the end zone for a touchback ball out to the 20.
Man, Texas A&M's had all the luck. 2 for the brand kicks for them in the ball game, none for Michigan. But now Texas A&M needing 2 touchdowns to tie this ball game back up.
And more importantly, Streets needs to air this ball out. He does on first down, checking it down. Broken tackle by Riggins, picks up 4.
You don't want to play too much underneath now. The time is not your friend anymore. You do not want to have to rely on the onside kick.
2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left for Streets. Gets the snap, pressure, looking across the middle, finds Riggins once again. First down, gain of 19.
And a big catch over the middle right there. Nice play to get upfield in a hurry. Nearing midfield already.
4 down defensive lineman. Michigan doesn't bring any pressure. Checking it down to Greenfield, but he should have just batted that one down. Instead, some more time ticking off the clock.
Yeah, and a loss of 5 yards, which is obviously going to hurt right here. Trying to find Greenfield on the outside right there. Great hit by Tyshawn James. We've talked about James a few times tonight. Kind of having a breakout performance here in this game.
And that is going to do it for the level 5 hype train. It's thrown underneath, caught by Greenfield, who hurdles. And you never know what can happen when you hurdle, but he falls down and he picks up a positive yardage there. Breaks up 3rd and 6.
And we had 11 subs, almost 300 or 3,700 bits in that as well. Thank you to all of you that made that happen.
And you're getting your emotes now as well. Pump fake for Streets. Underneath, that's going to be caught in first down for Lehman. Picks up 7.
And no hurry to the line right here, trying to save the timeouts. All 6 timeouts, 3 for each team on the board still.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the left. Streets across the middle once again. Finds Stackhouse for 4.
Good pickup right there, but you kind of want them to speed up, although at this point they're going to have to rely on the onside kick. If they can save those timeouts, though, they can still get a stop.
2nd down, taking a shot deep, and it is caught by Stackhouse for 37. Going to set up a 1st and goal for A&M.
Well, Kate just pushed it vertical in chat. He's going to be happy to see that. That's exactly what they do. Great snag on the outside by Buck Stackhouse, in the tall fella. Should be playing basketball for Texas A&M, but he's on the football field making big plays.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Frosty, your puns are not needed now. 1st and goal. Streets will float in. It is caught wide open. Touchdown, Aiden Taylor.
And we have a ball game yet again. It's going to get interesting, folks. Great pass to the outside right there. Great touchdown by Aiden Taylor. The freshman getting his first touchdown in his career. And what a better time to do it, Jeff.
I don't think there is a better time, especially when your team needs it desperately. 8 plays, 76-yard drive, 1:59 off the clock. 1:29 to go. Now, Ryan, do you go for the onside or do you play defense with the 3 timeouts?
There's part of me that thinks kick it deep, let your defense try to come up with it, but they're going to go with you onside.
They're going to go for the onside. We saw one converted last night, and it will happen here.
They got it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
They got it.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
It hit the Michigan player right in the chest right there. Oh, wow. 2 in 2 nights. What are the odds?
It hit off of Richard Powers, and he wasn't able to hold on to it. And like a goalie in hockey, it squirted underneath him. That one's going to be thrown underneath, caught by Sneed, picks up 4.
And they can play a little bit more open right now with the football and get back into their offense and things that they like, because they do have 3 timeouts left.
Hey, watch the slip. Ready.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Streets, halfback screen to Greenfield with some blockers. 3rd and inches, wasn't able to get the first down.
They'll keep him just short. Texas A&M using that first timeout of theirs right at the 1 minute mark.
2 receivers to the left here. They're going to try the halfback screen on 3rd and inches. They get it to Sneed. She has space on the sideline. Inside the 25 to the 24. Picks up 24.
Second timeout called here for Texas A&M. 54 seconds left. They have 1 remaining.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson goes in motion to the right side. They're going to try the halfback screen again. Greenfield, and he's pushed out of bounds.
A loss of 3 hurts right here, Jeff, but getting out of bounds, finding your way to the sideline to get out of bounds, that was big. And just a heads-up play by Greenfield, who's had a good night here tonight so far in this ball game. But give your offense a chance to take their breath here, get some well-needed rest, and then attack them for the next 49 seconds, try to get this ball in the end zone.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. No halfback screen this time, but Ike is there for the sack. 3rd and 22 coming up for A&M.
That was a big sack right there. They're rushing back to get back here. 4 down territory for sure. Keep that in mind.
They go Trimps to the left. Streets looking underneath. It is caught. Battling is Weston for 10. Clock's still moving.
I would have loved if he got out of bounds right there, but still a good pickup.
Both of these teams' players are breathing heavily. Floating in. Oh, it's caught. Touchdown, Weston!
Oh, my goodness. It was starting to feel like Michigan did enough to keep him off the board, but a brilliant catch by Anthony Weston, and the freshman gets into the end zone, and we are going to have a tie ball game with 18 seconds left. What an unbelievable comeback for the Aggies.
They went after Alexander Martell, who did not turn around and look for the football. And instead, when he looked around, it was 6 points on the board, make that 7. And A&M has come back to life and tied this game up at 45. 18 seconds left. Michigan, all 3 timeouts. And it's going to be returned, why not, from the 2-yard line by Black. And a return for 29.
Wow. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to have a voice for the second game we have to call tonight. This is absolutely incredible comeback effort right there.
2-by-2 for Carter. McElroy in the backfield underneath. It is caught, and shy of the first down is Potts for the gain of 9.
They got to be careful though. Blewett's got a big leg, and if they can get into field goal range, this game's over.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Carter looking deep on the seam, and it's knocked down, incomplete.
With 7 seconds left, do you have enough time to maybe get something down there and call a quick timeout? Or are you just maybe trying to get the midfield, call a timeout, and take a shot at the end zone?
I think this might be Hail Mary time. Carter has to throw it off his back foot. Oh, and it's knocked down, incomplete with 2 seconds left.
Got to be careful. A turnover like right at midfield right there could be costly, but they're going to punt with 2 seconds left. I don't blame them right here. It looks like we're going to be heading
to overtime for a touchdown.
That would be unreal.
They went for the block, almost got it. Punt is away. Fielded at the 26 as Padgett returns it for 7, and we got free football, baby.
Free football headed to OT right here, and we'll see what comes of it. But what an excellent comeback for Texas A&M. No matter what happens, they got to hold their head high with that comeback effort.
It was 45-27 at one point.
It was 45-24 at one point.
And they came back. Texas A&M starting with the ball first. Quick throw, no gain on the play. Stackhouse with the catch.
And not going anywhere. Good tackles on the outside right there. And you got to keep in mind when you get to these late games like this in overtime, it's a game of attrition, and some of these guys are tired out there.
2-by-2, draw play to Greenfield. Had a nice block, breaks off a tackle, picks up 7.
Great pickup on defense right there, and he broke a lot of tackles on his way to make it. Great job by Greenfield, who has been impressive here tonight.
Broke off the tackle of Alexander Martell. Hate to bring up Norman Bates' name once again, but he just hasn't had it the last couple plays. 2-by-2 look here on 3rd and 3. Streets is going to keep it. breaks off the tackle, has the first down at the 8.
And big first down right there. They did not want to get a field goal and let Michigan have all of the momentum. They're going to get the first down and try to keep threatening 7.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Greenfield remains in the backfield. Play action to the end zone. Touchdown, Riggins.
When they need the play, they're going to go to Riggins. When they need to play downfield, they're going to find him in the back of the end zone right here. Miscommunication in the defense leads to the touchdown for the Aggies. And now the pressure shifts to Michigan to answer.
And this isn't the new college football overtime rules where each team gets 2 possessions and then you go back and forth on 2-point conversions. This is old school. So we're gonna be here all night.
Which is disappointing too, because I feel like there was no change needed. College football had the best overtime system in sports, and then they tried to fix it.
So Michigan with a chance. They need a touchdown to tie. Carter looking. Finds Elder, pushed out of bounds, picks up big time yardage there to the 10.
Big pickup right there on first down. Elder with a nice catch. Carter with a nice pass and a big play to get the first down.
Quinn with the tackle out of bounds. And it will be Michigan to start with the ball first if we do go to a second OT, and it will flip field sides of the stadium as well. Carter gets it to Elder with an okey-doke on Rambo, who I think made the tackle as well on Elder.
Yeah, nice little play coming up with the tackle right there. Still a solid gain on first down. 2nd and 7 upcoming, and it looks like they technically can get a first down at the inch line.
Apparently, 2nd and 7. Carter, touchdown! It is caught by Powers.
And they did need it. They're going to come up with the touchdown right there. Richard Powers over the middle, the freshman getting the score. And now we're going to see Michigan tie this ball game back up, and we're headed to OT number 2.
Finding the extra point. Always like to at least give that, even though I haven't seen a field goal kicker miss one since, I believe, season 4 or 5 when Tennessee had their kicker miss their walk-on. So 1st and 10 for Carter. Looking, taking a shot deep, one-on-one, touchdown, what a move by C.J. Jones.
Wow, yeah, throws it to the back shoulder right there. He's going to stop, pop back, open up. The defense didn't have time to react, take a shot on first down, and get the score on first down. And now all the pressure heads back to the Aggies.
One play is all Michigan needed to take the lead. And if we do go to the third overtime, then we don't have to worry about the extra point. Then it's all 2-point conversions, and all hell could break loose at that point. But now Texas A&M with the ball, and they know what they need. Can Streets deliver again? He's going to find Greenfield inside the 15.
A great pass and catch on their first play, getting a good gain. And they still have room to get another first down at about the 1.5-yard line before getting into the end zone.
2-by-2 look. Greenfield remains in the backfield. Sidecar right. Streets gets the snap. Throws it to Greenfield out of the backfield, but tackled out of bounds.
2nd and 11 coming up after a good hit right there in the backfield to bring him down. Great play on the outside. And you saw the pressure was coming. He had nothing to do but to hit the check down.
Good tackle made. I believe the walk-on for Michigan. So good job to get over there. I don't see a 24 on my broadcaster sheet for a DB. Brings up 2nd and 11, so a loss of 1. Streets is going to keep it, but he's going to be hit and dropped for a loss on the play.
Oh, big time stop right there. Getting into the backfield, that's Ryan Downey, the senior, who has been absolutely fantastic this season. And comes up with a big hit right now. We're in 4-down territory because they have to have the touchdown to move on here.
2 receivers to the left. Tight end goes in motion. Xavier Wilson lines up on the left side as well. Pressure coming, but it's picked up. Streets to the end zone. Touchdown with the toe drag, swag by Stackhouse.
My goodness gracious. I tell you what, Jeff, I don't know even what to do this to think. This is the best game of football I think I might have ever seen in my entire life. We're headed to triple overtime. Anytime some teams feels like they're getting that mojo, they're getting ahead, the other team strikes back in a hurry.
Oh, man, they're going to look at this.
Yeah, they're going to look at it, but I think he clearly had this one.
That's good on Sundays.
Yeah, he clearly had that. As Ware always says, I don't mind him taking a look, though.
So it is going to stand in an extra point away. We're tying this one up. Majesty trying to get another hype train going as he gives 5 subs to the community. As we got OT3 coming up here in College Station. These fans, they might be buzzed, but they are still electric.
And keep in mind now, they have to go for 2 if they do get into the end zone from here on out.
So A&M will start with the ball. Trips to the top of the formation, but they move Wilson over to make it 2-by-2. Greenfield in the backfield as well. Streets gets it. Pressure up the A-gap. Gets it out quickly. It is caught. Stackhouse. He wants another. He gets in for the touchdown.
I tell you what, I don't know what this game is. This is unbelievable. Stackhouse, back-to-back touchdowns on back-to-back plays right here. And a huge play on the outside. Gets a great catch and then breaking off the tackle right there.
Martell.
By Martell, who's a sure tackler. Huge play. Now they get to go for 2.
And they brought the blitz, did Michigan, so it was man coverage, and you had to make the tackle. They will go for 2 here. Gonna throw it. Oh, coming back. No good by Lehman.
Yeah, he was in there. Streets leads him a little bit outside, trying to get it away from the defender right there, who's going to be Frankie Ragland. But that pulls him out of the end zone, so they will keep him just short. Not going to be any good right here. So Michigan with a chance to win it if they can get in the end zone and get the 2-point conversion.
2-by-2, Carter. And we know what happened. They win 1 play. Touchdown! Oh, they almost sealed it with a Padgett pick.
Yeah, interception, any kind of turnover right here is game over, and the Aggies would win it.
Trips to the top of the formation. Carter remains in the pistol. Quick throw. What a block on the outside. As that's going to be a nice catch to Powers.
Yeah, he got absolutely blown up on the outside right there. Great block, great setup on the wide receiver screen. 3rd and 2. Triple option incoming. Carter has it. He will keep it into the 10. He goes. Good pickup right there. 1st and 10 coming up, so they're going to call him just short of the 10-yard line. And one of those situations again for Michigan where it's about the 1 centimeter line. They can pick up the first.
And we got to go back to the prediction that's riding on this one. Michigan 51%, as that one's going to be thrown caught to the 5.
And 2nd and 5 coming up. 59% though, not 51.
Yeah, 59. It was at 51 at one point.
Yeah, 41 for Texas A&M.
Trips to the near side. Carter in the pistol. Quick throw. It is caught, battling hard for extra yardage, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
I got to do it for 2 more downs here. 3rd and 3 upcoming. Can Texas A&M get off the field and win the ball game right here? Can Michigan punch it in and try to take a chance to win it?
It looks like man coverage on the outside. They're going to try the option. The pitch is it. McElroy to the 5. No gain. 4th down coming up. And your life on the line this season for the playoffs for Michigan.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is your season wrapped up into 1 play. And 4th and 5 here. If they do not get it, Texas A&M advances.
Frosty, no one cares about how much time you need. They're going to try the halfback screen. They get it to Collins with a block. Oh, he's going to be a yard short. Turnover on downs. A&M comes back and in triple overtime gets the win.
They were down by 21 points at one point in the 3rd quarter, and they win the ball game in triple overtime. Unbelievable game this was. Texas A&M on the comeback. Michigan, I know this is tough. You're done for the season, and I know the pain that they're going through, but they got to hold their heads high. What an incredible game this was, and they played outstanding. Texas A&M just had a little bit more.
For Ryan Moreland, I don't know how I'm going to finish this, but for Ryan Moreland and the best production crew in the business, led by executive producer Mike Peters, associate producer Austin Crow, I'm Jeff Milnish, and thank you for spending the first half of Wednesday with us. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Collegiate Football Simulation League playoffs presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch. Again, the final score from College Station, 65-59 in triple overtime. Texas A&M will move on, and we'll see you back here on Twitch around 8:30 for number 16 Clemson Tigers traveling to Tuscaloosa to take on the number 1 Crimson Tide. So until then, have a good night, everybody.